Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Back doing some live play testing of Bricks Over Blocks. Thinking about grabbing a controller. Seemed like a good idea at the time. But here we go, we're technically live. So a few things we want to do today. One is just we've had some new updates to the blocks, partly in playtesting, seeing how everything feels, which means I am going to grab my controller. Here we go. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Need to do a lot of things. We'll have our sprint review meeting this afternoon. So that's going to be fun. But here we go. Let's play the game. Let's kick it off. Press any key. Controller support. We still need some love for controller support. So I lowered the player down. Really need to remove that brown blinking block. We're gonna find a different solution to that. One of the things I noticed on this build is the, what do we call those? The fractured blocks are falling down much more frequently. So we've got to find a way to adjust that, I think, individually. I wonder if we can add something to each block so I can say the likelihood of them falling. And maybe it depends on how healthy those blocks are. Like on these level 1 blocks, maybe they don't fall down as much. They do add a lot of pandemonium to the level though, which is cool. Okay, we got it. Okay. Scoring system is still busted, so we need to adjust the scoring system. One of the things I want to implement with the team today is the scoring. Like, talk about the scoring in the UI, how that'll work. All right, let's go to our next level. Still need controller support to move on to the next level. Once again, that blue block, boo, that brown block. Yeah, so this gets really slow at this point. This is the previous later level. Gotta find a way to speed this up. I'm kind of wondering, I think we need to add a timer. It's either going to be a countdown or a count up, but I think maybe we should give only so much time to clear the level. Like 3 minutes per level, something like that. So I think we do need that. As far as UI goes, I know it'll add a lot to it, but we do need, maybe over by the score, the timer. The countdown. Have the music pick up as it gets crazier. Oh, look at that! Look at that! We got up top. Now I don't want to leave the top. That's cool. Can I jump on the blocks? What if I can get up there and I can stomp on them? That would be cool. We'll do it again. We did it again. I still want that in there where we can hit them with our heads if we can get up high enough off of these. And maybe we do introduce like some bounce pads later on. So watch this one. Wah! Kind of fun, kind of fun. Beep. Boop. Kind of going slow. Bonus points if you beat the level fast. One of the things we talked about is after that 3 minutes are up, we have like a power up that falls down that's like homing missiles to destroy the rest of the blocks at the end. That was fun busting up there. Woo! I want like a whooshing effect underneath him when you fly up like that. We still need some effects from his feet, some little dust particles. Okay, one last block to go. Here we go. Here we go, my friends. Yeah. Oh, we got up there again. We did it again. We're going to hold out. We're going to see if we can beat the level. Here we go. Boom. From on top of a block. Never been done before. First time for everything. All right. All right. So say we all. Here we go. Let's make sure I can check out. So city level number 2. All we need to edit are the city level, the levels. Level city number 2. Here we go. Okay, one of the adjustments I wanted to make. Let's look at this. BP brick normal. BP brick normal, that's what they're all called now? I don't see a brick normal. Oh, we need to look in all. Okay. So there's brick normal. Let's change our snapping, grid snapping to 100. Grab our brick normal. Okay, so these are the positions we want it on. We may have to adjust these, but I want to be able to snap them basically on half units. And so they're not set up to do that right here. Let's see. It's 500. This should be... Jonah, can you hear me now? Oh, Jonah, how's it going? Sorry, everybody, my mic was muted. So what I was just looking at, a huge issue that I didn't notice during development, we did have a lot of interns. So Jonah, while you're actually listening, I'll point this out right now. Is one of the things I noticed last time when I designed the layout altogether. The way I wanted to do it, just to make it easier for level designers, was all these blocks were originally supposed to be a 1-to-1 size. So that if we switched it to a grid snapping of like 100 or 50, 50 should be like half units, and then 100 would be, you could just copy and move them over one position point. But right now that doesn't match up. If you leave it on 10s, you can line them up. So that could technically be our workaround. I'm worried at this point that we're so far along, we'd have to make this change now. But if you look at like our block right now, at some point, one of the designers decided instead of scaling the player to fit the blocks to make them all work, they decided to scale the world to fit around the player. And so originally, when I had designed these, they were this size. They were scaled at 1, right? But someone had scaled them all up to 1.5 because they felt it worked better. Despite my saying don't scale the assets, just scale the player. Let's get the player feeling right to that size, because it doesn't matter. But what this makes it easier to do, if we're scaled at this size, is notice now I can just grab any of these blocks and just snap them one grid distance, and they match right up. This is exactly one length apart. So if I even took this down to 50 now, now they snap at half units, which is cool for these. And then that would also work for the blocks, right? To keeping on a grid-based system, that was the whole point. The whole point of using blocks in the first place is now I can snap these and lay out levels really fast, make changes, have everything on a grid. So what we need to figure out at this point as a team, what would be easier to rework it so that we're back on the grid, scale everything down, back down to 1. And I'm willing to bet, I would be curious on all these blocks. That's the problem. The blocks might all be scaled to the wrong size now as well. So we'd have to scale those. Let's check it out. So this is block city floor. I'm wondering if everything got scaled. Let's check it out. So let's grab one of these two and let's check it out. Did these all get scaled up, or did they all come in eventually at a 1-to-1? It's kind of what I'm wondering. Class default. I don't want to see the class. Hold on. Oh, I didn't look up the mesh. I don't know what this is. Okay. Scale that. It's a blueprint class. Block city floor. It's weird. How come I can't see it? How come I can't see it? Stop. Why doesn't it have a viewport on it? No, this data only is blueprint only. All right, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so this one is, yeah, so these have all been scaled as well. Oh, crappity crap. Okay. Oh, the parent is the BP block base. Sweet, dude. Jonah, that's awesome. Okay. So sorry to look at that. We don't want to edit any of that. So BP block base. So we only have BP block base, and then we can change what they are, right? That is awesome. You have been killing it. Okay, so BP block base. So everything is parented off this, which is awesome. So do we have a variable for every brick type we have then? But even this one, you can see it was scaled up. So if I scale this one down to 1, and I'm not going to check these in. I think we need to discuss this with the team. Yes, we're going to compile that and then see what happens. This. So these are the actually the correct size for everything. So I would ask you, so how much work would it be? How much work would it be now to change the character to a third of its size? We'd have to adjust the camera. We'd have to adjust everything to fit the new scope and size. So the walls would have to be shrunk down by a third, but everything would be on grid at that point. Like, it would be a future-proof thing. It would be a quality of life thing for us. At least if we want to add like the toxic sludge level, we're going in to add the forest level. Basically, we have 3 or 4 levels to add. I think it's going to be painful this next week, but we need to convert this all to the proper metrics. Which we're going to have to change the layout for the cars. The cars are going to have to shrink by a third. I almost wonder if the cars are already scaled up or what scale they're at right now. BP car, do you know, Jonah, is this the same thing? Okay, BP car. Oh, these were scaled clear the crap up. So that doesn't matter. We can just scale these ones down anyway. So the initial file that came in was super tiny because it was modeled at centimeters instead of meters in Maya. Totally get it. That's the biggest discovery I think for today as we go into our meeting at 1:00 is we need to change all the metrics of our game. We need some major cleanup to do on aisle 5, essentially. I think is what we're looking at. Jonah, no worries, man. No worries. I know you didn't touch I'm sure you haven't touched the cars. You've been busy, Jonah. You've been killing it. I'm really excited, but we have a lot of work to do going forward. I think I'm gonna have to focus on just being in the levels all day. I think what we'll have to do, this won't be that bad. We only have 2 levels in, and I've created 10 templates. So essentially, I am going to delete them all. Delete most of them, go back down to just 2. And maybe I take the 6 levels that were originally there and resize them all. So we'll go into the parent. We'll talk about it today, whatever the parent blocks are. All the city assets, maybe they don't have to be changed. Maybe we can still line it all up. The cars will be shrunk down. I think we'll be okay. The ball and the drops will have to be resized by a quarter. By a third, essentially. Because we took these and scaled them from 1 to 1.5. Like another half. That's another half, right? Everything needs to be half the size. I don't know. My brain's not working. No, that's a third. All right. Here's the deal. I'm going to end the stream now. The other thing, I'm going to hurry and mock up some power-ups and get ready for our meeting. That is it for today's stream. Pretty straightforward. Pretty simple. We'll see you guys soon.